Hello. What do you think can make us better and make us grow up? Reading some books, speaking in front of many people can be answered, but I think questions make us better. In the process of question, we can get insights, learn things. Also, various features of questions help us to grow more. Today, I'll tell you how questions make us. First, the questions are uncertain. Imagine your school years. It's easy to imagine studying, eating, and spending time with your friends. But what stands out the most are the memories of how hard you studied for each exams and how actually you took them. Also, you can imagine some unexpected question in the exams. Or in the situation that you have presentation excitement and you practice hard, you probably had experienced it receiving some unexpected question. You will be disappointed and confused, but those are what makes you grow more. In the process of solving those questions and answering can give you insight. As I am a student, I also had those experiences many times and I still encounter. For example, in biology class, I learned about phospholipids and they have hydrophobic tails and hydrophilic heads. After the class, my teacher asked me, what happens if I put phospholipids in the water? It was an unexpected question and I had no idea. Though the answer can be they come together and form a sphere, but I couldn't answer the questions. However, since then, whenever I see something hydrophobic or hydrophilic, I try to think what happens if I put them in the water. A single question just changed my thinking. It's more important to learn from the questions than to focus on whether you got it right or wrong. Second, questions can be your turning point. How can an Italian-style espresso bar be reproduced in the United States? This is what Howard Schultz, the former Starbucks CEO, considered. He was working as a director at Starbucks that was a tiny business. And he visited to Italy to participate in international trade fair. He said that Italians have created the theater, romance, art, and the magic of experiencing espresso. So he tried to make the Starbucks like the espresso bar. Though the Starbucks was a tiny business that only had 4 branches, Howard tried to answer his questions, and today, Starbucks became the greatest coffee brand globally. If you add why and question marks, you can do everything though it looks risky. Even though you can fail, questions give you opportunities to success and make yourself a turning point. This is when I was research about exploring the effectiveness of waterproof coating for alternative for paper straws. This was conducted to replace original PE coating because it is not only weak but also not eco-friendly. So I was finding eco-friendly waterproof coating and I found beeswax to replace original PE coating. And a question just went through my head. Is it possible to use beeswax as a waterproof coating? As beeswax is a biodegradable organic material, I wasn't sure if I could use it as a waterproof coating. So I searched it on the internet and I found that the structure of beeswax makes itself waterproof. So I put the beeswax on the paper and calculate its water resistance. I discovered that the water resistance is enough. Like me, there are many chances to success and all of them comes with questions. Taking risks is not something we should avoid. Ray Dalio also said that the greatest risk is not taking risks. In a world that is changing really quickly, the only stretch that is guaranteed to fail is not taking risks. Third, questions build us experiences. What did you answer to me if I asked you, how can I wash the dishes? You would imagine some experiences about washing dishes, and there must be something to tell me. For me, I would answer, after washing dishes, turn the rubber glove inside out, or don't put so much dish soap. If you have experiences about something, you try to advise me, and experiences give something you can find in Google. I believe that experiences shine the brightest in the experiment. This is when I was in middle school. I was doing water electrolysis experiment, and I've discovered that the volume ratio is incorrect. And so I asked my teacher about it. She said, I've done it before and I found that the volume ratio is not correct. I heard that the metal pins use oxygen, so the oxygens get lower. Her experiences made answer, and it helps me to understand this phenomenon. Question makes you remind about your experiences, then you can get answer that no one can easily find. Question just builds us experiences. Today, I've talked about how questions make us. Question is uncertain, can be turning point, and build us experiences. We can develop ourselves, change our thinking, also get knowledge. Why don't we make some questions for a better me? Thank you for listening.